unite around the world on a few principles. That we commit to donating, not selling, donating, not selling doses to low and lower income countries, and that the donations come with no political strings attached. And that we support COVAX as the main distributor for sharing WHO-approved vaccines.
Barry Pavel is a Senior Vice President and Director of the Scrowcroft Center for Strategy and Security at the Atlantic Council, and he joins us now live from Washington, D.C. A lot's been happening. Welcome at the UN General Assembly. Just a generic question for you. You know, we've heard lots of big statements and pledges coming out of this year's event. A huge one right now with regards to COVID vaccinations by President Biden. Will this move the needle on these pressing issues, and how do you monitor them? Are they actually checked?
Thank you, and it's a great set of questions. And this is kind of a new muscle for the United States that hasn't typically been emphasized, even though the last, Biden is the third president in a row that said, I'm not going to overuse the military, I'm trying to get out of wars, not get in new wars. There hasn't yet been that second step to a great degree, and that is the emphasis on all the other tools that are required to deal with the major challenges that President Biden listed: climate change, the pandemic, democracy and its, its struggle against authoritarian systems, technology and setting new norms and standards. And so I think you're going to see more of this come from the United States as the new administration continues to get on its feet. And there's always first-year hiccups, and I'm not excusing the problems and the real crises with allies at all. But I think we will see very soon more and more emphasis on these other tools that are so important for everybody's security. It really affects the planet, it affects everybody, and I think you're going to see more of this from the United States in coming weeks, not less.
And you touched there upon tensions with allies. Do you think President Biden's speech managed to convince allies of a post-Trump America, given what we've seen with the withdrawal of Afghanistan and the tensions with AUKUS?
Absolutely not, because actions speak louder than words, and we've now had sort of two instances of major problems with consultations between the United States and allies within the last, 5 or 6 weeks here. But so, what's next? So what will the United States do now with allies and partners in coming weeks? That's what will convince allies that this is not the Trump administration approach to allies. It's different. It is an emphasis on multilateralism, not just in word, but in deed. And so that's where the rubber meets the road, and allies will look to see those concrete initiatives across the challenges that President Biden mentioned in his speech. That will convince them that, okay, this is different. It is the United States that is friendly to allies, and we need this in the world. You can't deal with climate change by yourself. You can't deal with pandemics by yourself. Democracy, technology, no single country can handle these challenges. So it's the only way to make progress.
We just hope they haven't been upset in the interim with these diplomatic issues. Barry Pavel, thank you so much for speaking to us on the News Hour.
My pleasure.